what I really liked about Tarkov from the get-go, and I did my very first hardcore season after just 60 hours in the game, which was insane, and it shows in the gameplay, like I'm bad, is what I really liked about it was I liked the fact that you had to learn everything, and so it didn't feel like a chore to me. So when I was running around memorizing the maps and stuff, like I was having fun, because I'm insane and very strange. And that has allowed me, I mean, yeah, it's given me some good knowledge. And then I got some friends into it a few months after I got into it, and helping them go through all their early quests again and again and again really helped me memorize, like, what you need. And I haven't got everything down. Like, if you asked me to list them all, I wouldn't be able to. But when I know sort of vaguely, like, I need this, I need that, I need this. Probably my weakest part is the late game quests, because I never get to them. I always reset my account, because I kind of just like the early game progression. The late game quests and the gunsmith tasks are probably my weakest, because on my main account I just use the flea market, right? But I mean, if you want some tips about Tarkov and how to play it a bit, I'm happy to give some. Just be specific with your questions, because otherwise I will go off on a 47-minute rant, as everyone in chat right now knows. They've learned not to ask those general questions. Okay, at least we don't have to run to every single corner of the map in this raid, unlike the last one. We've actually pretty much just got to beeline it straight up north. Do we have Lend-Lease? Do we have Lend-Lease? No. I think we will get Lend-Lease once we finish Scrap Metal. Or maybe it's the one after Scrap Metal. I'm not actually sure. At some point we will have a whole bunch. Like, we'll have to do Eagle Eye first, which is the one where you've got to get these drone parts for Peacekeeper. That can be a bit of a pain. Why I wanted to do all the shoreline stuff when we got Punisher, but I don't want to keep running customs. It's just so miserable. Especially as an early bird like myself. Slick, for me, Wintar. It is technically better armor. So we'll carry that around for now. It is technically better armor. With a capital T. Yeah, so we will eventually have to come back for these drones, but not for a while. Get myself a hydrate here. I'd say the #1 thing to get better at Tarkov would be to scav run the maps that you understand the best. And just really start learning all of the nuances of the outskirts, learn the edges of the map, and then work your way in circles. That's how I did it. I'm only a month in, but enjoying the satisfaction of overcoming the challenge. Been cramming in your VODs this past week. Oh, cool, dude. Thank you so much for watching them. Sorry they're so bad. Hope you enjoy the live stuff. If you really, like, what pushed me over the edge to being really good at Tarkov was, well, no, I'm not really good. What being good at remembering loot runs on Tarkov was doing the hardcore challenge. I'm very bad at PvP in this game, and I accept that, and I don't mind. I play Tarkov for, like, the looter questing aspect. My PvP is, like, very average. I never play shooter games. All the other games I play, like RimWorld, Kenshi, Bannerlord, they're all, like, strategy and management games. I never play Twitch shooters like this. And so, it's been, like, I'm very bad at the PvP, but I have a lot of fun with the rest of the game's mechanics. I know you get single-player Tarkov, but that doesn't feel like it's got the same challenge to me. Because I can pretty consistently take out the AI. Like, I die to them all the time, because they're tough, but they're also predictable and kind of lame. Whereas the players who play this game hard. We might run into one actually running up here. Sorry, my nose is itchy. Explosion up at the resort, or potentially over at the sniper scavs. Speaking of which, you know what? This is heavy, and I haven't really got space. We will have space after this raid, so I'll hold on to it for now. But it is slowing me down and making it hard to run. As soon as there is a better, something on the horizon, we're swapping it out. That's all I'm saying. Oh, and bets? And bets? You are right, sir. And bets? Okay, start the bets. Will the bold one survive? You know what to do. Yeah. I'm on strike. I refuse to play. You want to keep knocking on my door? I'm upping the cost on that. Hold on. Hold on. We're doing this right now. That is so annoying. It's too often. It's too much. You want to buy this? It's now 35,000 points. And with the global cooldown of like an hour. User cooldown of 2 hours. You get once. It's so annoying. It's gotta be just, the VODs have to be so annoying with that shit. Okay, there we go. I'm on strike. But it's so fun. You got it. You got me. Listen, okay, was there a little bit of rage quitting going on in that little rant? Yes. Do I feel remorse? No. You played with the toys too much, and now Daddy has to take them away. It's still there, it's just ludicrously inaccessible, which is exactly how I want it. SI 6-inch. Don't know what possessed me to add it in the first place. Sanity. Ooh, slick. Nice rig. Okay, well, I said what I said. I mean, I guess let's just put a flashlight on a 1911. I don't have any 1911s. Let's be smart with it. I'm keeping the 6-inch rail because I'm pretty sure we can put that on a number of our guns. I hear... Oh, I thought I was going to say I hear an airplane. It's my graphics card winding up. Miles you could afford? Don't shoot. Toys out of the pram? Yep, pretty much. Straight out of the cart. Are you going to hit a power station? To turn on the lights for myself? I don't think I need to go to the power station today. Why? We do still need light bulbs, though. There are a lot of toolboxes there. Maybe. I'm going around the back here because I want to get to the tank to market. Because honestly, this might be a quick little in and out shoreline raid. Just because I want to see what the next task is. I don't remember. I have to go back to customs. Just not in the mood. You gotta be in the mood for customs, man. Customs comes at you fast. Was it wise to drop an armor for a rig when I have a surplus of rigs? Probably not, but it just was too heavy. We have a better armor coming out of it. That white one is tissue paper. At this point in the wipe, everything's tissue paper unless it's a gazelle, but whatever. Whatever. 2 weapon boxes and the only weapon mod spawn is there. It's behind a key. Behind a key, man. If you're looking on mapgenie.io, just enable the locked doors filter as well. Because that sort of stuff, that's behind a key. And there are other weapon spawns, they're just in the resort, but we don't have the key for those. Yeah, there's the tank we need right there. And then we'll get the other tank on the way out. Oh, we actually ran right past it and I didn't mark it in the previous raid. That's on me. Oopsie. Oopsie daisy. Oopsie. Okay, let's mark this up. Easy peasy. Now there were explosions over here. We're going to assume that's got nothing to do with us and continue on our God-fearing path towards the extract. What is the scav sound? It has yet to be decided. I will tell you guys, if you do make the donation goal, I won't be adding it today. I'm going to limit that to once per stream, just because it kind of messes up. We didn't finish protecting the objective. Oh, I was looking at chat. Oh, Yomi Kovo. Well, same, buddy, to be honest. Okay, we didn't have anything particularly important, and he was rocking some smexy freaking ammo. God damn, son. Your mama pay for those bullets? I mean, my Scav, my player Scav, has the exact attachment we've needed from day one, and he's had it since day one, but you can't use Scavs in hardcore. So maybe hunting down a player Scav is the solution. By the way, if you're new here, please do drop a comment in the chat. Give us a like on the video. It helps the stream so much. Getting discovered on YouTube is very difficult. Also, music. And it would be an amazing help to me and the entire community if you could just say hi, give the stream a like, maybe share it with your granny. I know she's a big Tarkov fan. I know her well. Search. Search. There we go. Okay. Gonna mark the tank and not die. Oh, well, I mean, just me but stronger. While I'm sprinting, I'm going to turn this off because the flickering light is a little frustrating on my eyes. Not going to lie to you. Look at the sky. Not like I can see anything anyway. So Tristan gave 1 follicle to Couch Potato. Wow. Wow, Canada finally paying for its crimes. Look at that. Finally. Finally. Maybe there is justice in this world. Everyone's just giving Couch Potato money. I don't know what he did to deserve it. Besides being a very hardworking person of uncertain and indiscriminate gender. I'm gonna flicker the lights. You know, a little flicker on, flicker off. You know how it is. At this time, we're going to sit in the relative safety of that bunker until the timer is actually run out. I don't think we had contacts in the previous raid. If we had, I might have heard that dude. Maybe we got... I think if I just waited until the timer ran out, we probably would have heard him run past and gotten a kill there. I was joking about this with some friends the other day. We were playing Age of Empires 4, and I was saying that I'm so bad at that game that if someone was cheating, I wouldn't even know. I'd just be like, whoa, this guy's got crazy actions per minute, man. I thank you by saying you're the #1 streamer. It's true. It's true. You lied to me in all the right ways. Ow. Ow, my everything? Fine, I didn't want it anyway. We didn't bring meds! Ah, chat! Ah, you don't remind me again? You guys, you didn't bring meds. Fuck. I actually have my earphones turned like way down. Tinnitus is a bitch, guys. You don't wanna get it. I'm pointing it out. Hard to fault you. It's hard to fault you when you're just so right. Maybe we run into a scav here, or 6. Keep the ball moving. If someone was standing there, I wouldn't be able to see them. Like there's screen glare on my screen, and then there's also the fact that it's just dark. I don't see any scavs here. But that don't mean no scav no here is. As you guys are aware by now.
Sit up straight, goddammit!
Jesus! Mother of... Oh. 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 I'm also... Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, we're fine. No, we're not fine! Where? Something's... Oh. Light scanning above me. That's a scav down there. Two. One looking that way, one turning around in place. No ammo in both. Interesting. There. Got him. Two more. Huh. Joke's on you, I'm lonely and have no child. Who's reporting who for child abuse? This is my swamp. That should be the next sound effect. Where'd he die? No. Stop doing that. I don't like it when you do that. Nice. Shotgun. Big dubs. Why drop the glasses? Because there's a texture glitch in the game right now. I'm dead. There he is. I feel like I can see less with that on. What I get for stopping to grutch. Ah, Jesus, man. He broke my leg? Oh, chat, we're in trouble. Back it off. We're dead here. Broken leg is a death sentence in Tarkov, unless we can get a bandage off this dude. Oh. Okay, just walk it off. Gonna walk away. Thought I saw him. I was wrong. How is he alive? God damn it. What the fuck? Ugh. How are you alive? Is it a war crime to keep asking about war crimes? No, not to me, because that's literally what I do for a living. But you can, not the war crimes, the knowing about them. but you could probably make a case that it's torturous to someone who doesn't care. In which case, you'd be in trouble. Although, and I actually wanted to talk about this the other day. Torture, the crime of torture, is a very specifically defined action in IHL. It is where a state agent attempts to extract information by using torturous means, like, bodily harm or psychological torture or whatever. But there's two key things there. It's a state agent, so someone employed by a state directly or indirectly, you'd have to prove that, who's doing it with the intention of extracting information or some other benefit. And that's also something you have to prove. It's a criminal intent. So what you often see in these cases is you don't ever hear about torture, really. It's really uncommon. What you hear about is cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment, CIDT. And this is a much lower bar with a very similar penalty. So when you hear media talking about, oh, person X captured for torturing person Y, they're probably actually referring to CIDT, because that's almost always what's actually prosecuted, just on account of it being easier to successfully prosecute. The requirements for torture are very strict. What's the most illegal war crime? Genocide. It's called the crime of crimes for a reason. Easiest answer of my career. Interesting. Railway spawn. I think we do stashes and then we go up. Maybe we get some contacts and a helmet. This will either be our last raid or our second or third last raid. We're going to be doing, depending on how long it goes. If we get a good raid and it's like 40 minutes or whatever, I'll need to start winding down because of the power is going out in 53 minutes. And y'all know what that means. It means nap time for all you little gamers in chat. Oh, okay. Well, that might be a helmet. Apple juice. Okay, no, but it is like all the food we ordered, so that's nice. But we're very purple right now. I'm suddenly quite conscious about that. Run, 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 run. And then you're gonna put that on 0. We're gonna put that on. Sure. 2 bleaches gives us a helmet actually, so might as well top up fully. And I'm just gonna drink everything here. Get fully loaded, baby. How bad is the peacekeeping mission quest in Tarkov? I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Oh, what you mean? Oh, you mean like what's the? Okay, so you're being let's run it through the legal computer. All right, so you're being hired by a UN official, unofficially, to target and kill civilians in an active combat zone. I'd say that on the scale of, wow, that's kind of fucked up, peacekeeping mission in Tarkov's ranks like a 7.8 out of 10. That's a biggie no-no, that's for sure. The hooded men fell under that? Yes, they did. They did. They were officially tried, and I think they were convicted, right? All of them, or most of them, of torture. But again, it's uncommon to see successful prosecutions. Sorry, they're not being persecuted. They deserve their punishment. I'm not gonna wear the helmet because I'd rather hear. And I think it's like level 3. Yeah, level 3. It's not worth our time. I mean, maybe for factory, right? Going with the nappy hat. It do be kind of funny though. That's true. That's true. Armor? Yes. Oh, we have armor. Shit. Oh, we are very heavy now. Kinda wanna just get out with the armor. The armor's pretty nice. Emicom? Maybe we fight the scavs, go around the back, leave. Yeah, let's just do a stash run. We'll come back. Not much gunfire right now, but that's probably because everyone's suppressed at this point. Scav run down there. Hold your breath. Ah, shit, I lost the scav. Oh my god, look at this wobble. What am I supposed to do with this, chat? Fuck. Oh. My heart. My heart. I had to check for the grenade. That's another one that needs to become less frequent, I think. We can keep the costs low, but everyone can have a chance with it, but...
Нехороший вы, блядь, человек.
Got him. One tapped. I will take this OPSKS. Oh, the bandage. Nice. I will take the OPSKS because the... Oh, shit! 50k! Because it's good for hardcore. SKS is good for hardcore. 2 Wartech rigs right here. AKMS, that's also quite nice. I think we leave it though. Yeah, I think we leave it. Get out of here. Say someone had to commit a war crime to stop being one committed, but it was actually equally as bad. What would be prosecuted first? Both. There's not so much a first as so you cannot commit crime to prevent crime. This is a fundamental law of legality, right? Which is like the overarching principle that describes how laws interact with reality. The idea of legality is that the law is supreme in all regards, and to contravene it should always be something that is penalized. So the logical conclusion of that then is that if you have a principle like legality, you need to have an enforcement principle that is equally as like sort of strong. So committing a crime to prevent a crime should ideally, under that idea, result in the prosecution of both crimes on an equal level. However, in reality, of course, that's not how that works. People are aware of the fact that nuance exists in reality, and so what we end up seeing is often courts will take what are called mitigating circumstances into consideration. So you ram your car into another car in order to prevent that car from hitting a baby, right? You've committed a crime, you have damaged someone's property, but you have saved a life in doing so. Under the strict application of what's called positivist law, positive meaning like yes or no in a legal sense, like binary, I guess, then you would both be guilty. You of the crime of delict, which is damaging property, and the other person of the crime of endangerment of a minor, right? But in reality, because we're not fucking robots who are, and thank God we do not yet have blockchain integration, because that's the kind of shit that will happen when we do, we will understand that the person crashing the car to save the baby actually did so out of an interest to preserve a more important law, or what is perceived as a more important law, which is the preservation of life, right? Or the right to life. And so we see that the fundamental like logic changes. Then you've got this idea there's a balance between upholding law and upholding justice, right? And justice is often found somewhere in between. This is the famous quote. It's often found somewhere between the law and reality. So to answer your question, can you commit a war crime to stop another war crime? My answer would be yes, depending on the nature of it. Technically, no, you are not allowed to do either. But functionally, you would still not be allowed to do either, but you might be able to get away with a bit more if what you're doing is helping out somebody who would otherwise be in danger. I can't really think of an example, because none of the actions that constitute war crimes are really beneficial to anyone, except the soldiers. Can't really think of a good example. It's a bit more black and... It's not black and white, but there's less nuance in IHL than there's in other fields. Well, that's not true. There's so much nuance it's unusable, but it's less easy to find the nuance in IHL at times. Same thing like pulling your car into a parking vehicle not to run someone over. Exactly, Murmix. That's the idea. I don't have popcorn to eat while listening to this, but I do have cornbread. That was quite the captivating take on it. Well, I'm glad you liked it. I think about this stuff a lot. It's part of the job, part of interest. I do take my job quite seriously. I think it's important. Getting the commander-in-chief to stop war. That's a very good example, Murmix. Yes, that's an excellent example. Okay, let's run that one through the legal calculator real quick. So, you've got... This is actually an example we dealt with in one of the hypotheticals I did while studying the Masters recently. It's the idea of like, okay, you've got a drone pilot, all right? You know that the drone pilot is going to he's going to be flying a Beskar drone with a tactical nuclear warhead attached to it, and you see him napping on the side of the road. You know that he is the person picked for the mission. He's a fanatical Russian loyalist, and he's gonna pull that fucking trigger no matter what his inner conscience tells him, right? Do you have the ability to target him outside of combat? And the answer is a quick and easy yes, because he's a member of the armed forces, he's a combatant, he's targetable. Now you change it up. Now he's a civilian drone pilot who they've found to come and do this. He's not a member of the armed forces. He is not actively participating in hostilities. Do you have the right, as the sniper team, right, to take the shot to prevent a much worse catastrophe in the future, which is the use of thermonuclear weapons? The answer that the hypothetical comes to, as always, is incredibly frustrating, because it depends, which is always the answer in law. But my personal take on it was that I took a sort of a utilitarian approach, I would say, to prevent mass suffering, taking one specific life, if you are absolutely certain, is permissible but should still be punished. So you kind of gotta, it's one of those things where, again, you gotta balance legality with reality, right? That's quite catchy, actually. Write that down. But yes, you have to balance legality with reality. That is how this works. Let's sit in this bush while we think and while we rest. Gassing an enemy camp to prevent a max execution of your troops. Exactly. These are all excellent examples. However, that one's where we get dicey. So, execution of your troops. If they are prisoners of war, then it would be a war crime to kill them, and of course, the use of chemical weapons in any form is a war crime. I mean, I don't know. I'd say if you were using non-lethal chemical weapons, it's still illegal on both counts, right? But if you're using non-chemical weapons to prevent, or non-lethal chemical weapons to prevent a lethal attack against people who are hors de combat, outside of combat, then I would argue that that's a necessary use of an illegitimate source of force. But you know what? That's just me. There's a lot of my colleagues who are purists and who would very vehemently disagree with what I just said. But I am in the camp that IHL needs to be as applicable and flexible and practical as possible to ensure that it is implemented and respected by the most number of people in the most number of situations. And I just genuinely don't think you get that by being overly positivist, as in black and white, about whether or not things are green or gold. Like, the Russians burned those POWs alive and tried to make it look like an Ukrainian missile strike, allegedly. But yes, that's absolutely disgusting, if it is true. The investigation into that is actually currently ongoing. The ICRC is in... was it in Kharkiv, right? Was it Mariupol? I can't remember. But they're there right now. And they are asking the questions and conducting the interview. One of my friends has been... she's at the rear line support team, but she speaks fluent Russian, Ukrainian, English, French, Cantonese, Italian. She's a freaking genius. And she's currently handling their back-end support operation for that exact interview. And she was... Yeah, confidentiality is a big part of the ICRC's work, so the whole thing is you can tell them anything and they won't tell anyone until it's time to go to the trial. Even then, some of the information remains privileged, but he was telling me there's been some spicy developments, which I'm really interested to hear about when he gets back. We will take this extra helmet, because you can store it now. Okay, Interchange stash run was a good call. We're walking out of this looking good. Oh, very heavy, though. Very heavy. Where's the other? It's over here. Gonna drop this next. And this. Easiest choice. Easiest choice of my career. Justice works slow, but it kind of has to be fair. Yes. I was actually talking to... So, the podcast I've been on a few times, the Bite Marks podcast, the guy who runs it was talking to me about doing a... You have to just be purple on the ground here. He was talking to me about doing a podcast where we discuss... people have been pushing for a while now to integrate smart contracts and blockchain into judgments. So not just into contract law, but into, like, the arbitration of contract law. So, like, judges making decisions. And, you know, I was saying, like, this is a very bad idea because there's a reason that the law is so slow to adapt, and that is because at its core it is a learned profession which is made up of incredibly highly specialized experts who take a very long time to maintain their expertise. And if you want to overhaul the system, well, we can talk about the pros and cons of it in another time, but just overhauling the system would basically isolate the knowing portion of the legal profession to, like, people under 30 who have a very specific interest in it when it happens. And everyone else will have no fucking clue what the hell a blockchain even is, or why is there a ledger and why can't I sign it? Okay, like, and you're basically gonna straight up overnight eliminate the legal competency of 60 plus years of accumulated experience and judges and precedents and courts, and it's insane and idiotic, and it's way too disruptive to be beneficial. And this isn't like boomer take, you know, like, oh my god, I lost all my stamina just standing up. Really, Tarkov? Really? Gonna do me like this? There we go. There we go to make it so you can extract on the other side of that fence. It's kind of just an insane decision for them to make if they do decide to move toward. Do I do research on terrorist cells, or is that classified? I do, and I can't talk about it. We did some fascinating... I think I was talking about it the other stream. We did some amazing work coming out of Mali recently. Let's put this away. Put that away. Anyone who's interested in getting into this field, don't. It's it's overly specialized and massively underpaid. I'm just warning you. Put that away. Oh, this music's going off. Put away the pistol ammunition. Put away that. Do we have time for another raid? We might. If scavs are considered civilians, would it still be a war crime for them to use the UN armor? Yes. Well, I actually... Do you know what, Necruncher? I don't want to say yes. I've said yes instinctively there. But I actually don't know. It's... Okay, so it's a war crime to use the Red Cross's symbol. You know, where's my Geneva Conventions? Here. To use the Red Cross in the white circle. To display that on anything that isn't medical personnel or Red Cross personnel. That's a war crime. It's one of, like, the very first provisions, I think, that they put together. So absolutely, it's a no-no to use symbols that you're not allowed to use, but I don't know if the UN symbol is specifically protected. I actually have no idea. It's not something I've ever dealt with. And I don't want to say yes, unless I'm certain. Could you use the UN armor if you remove the UN marking? Yeah, that'd be fine. I think that would be okay. It's about distinction, right? So we can run it through the legal calculator for a second. So one of the primary principles of IHL is the principle of distinction. So you've got to make sure that your armed forces look nothing like civilians, because if they look like civilians, then more civilians get shot. We don't want that. That's the whole point of IHL, to limit the number of civilians getting hurt. So if you are rocking around in unmarked armor, then, or you concealed armor or whatever, or uniform or whatever, then you're putting civilians at risk. That's a war crime. It's a violation of the principle of distinction. It's one of the biggies, let me tell you. I'm gonna take all of this. I'll take that with me. And I'll take it all with me. What the hell? Alright, let's run it back. But whether or not the use of UN armor, dude, I want to say, everything about me wants to say, yes, you're not allowed to do that, but I cannot prove it to you. That's the problem. So let's just maybe just focus on. I'll use, as I'm not working right now because I took time off work for holiday, which I'm using to game. Because I mean, who ain't? Or maybe I'll honestly just take that time just to chill. Up on a bike to power your computer. I've actually considered it. I was literally fixing up my bike this morning. Like, that's what I was doing. I put a new seat on it. We got a brand new chain and gear set. I dug it out of my dad's old storage container while moving my sister in, and I've been revamping it since. Yeah, we're gonna check all these jackets. The hard drive there, I don't really care. I think I'm going into the mall on this one, so let's not take too long here. Check the jackets and we go. Come on. Hey, CB14 again. Awesome. Okay, so we're back where we were. We have lost nothing. That Gingy keychain is so helpful. That's good money. And I think this is actually a really nice barter trade for the Loot Lord and the bear. There's something nice. It's like armor or something. Green bat's also pretty cool. I'm kind of tempted to just get us in there a little bit faster. Let's juice up. I love drugs and Tarkov. You love drugs and Tarkov? I love drugs and Tarkov. Oh, we didn't fix the mags. Fuck. Okay, well, we know this one at least has some 855A1 at the bottom. So I guess when it comes time to spray, we'll be all sorted. Hello? Hello? Record some Kenshi? Yeah, Tristan, let's do that. That sounds good. I think I'll take the time to do it. So I'll make a call about tomorrow. I'll schedule the stream tonight if I am going to stream tomorrow. And then Thursday, Friday, I think I'll just take off and do other stuff. Got a bit of housework. I got a lot of housework that's been sort of left unattended. Gotta weed the garden, that sort of stuff, you know. Maybe just have a little bit of a holiday. The barter's for a level 5 ceramic rig. Level 6, sorry. Oh, shit. Okay, nice. So that's actually pretty good. What's in here? US ammo. I'll take the mag. I know some people are really big on the US ammo meta, but not me. Not me. Not a huge fan. We could do underground boxes, but I think I want to get up top and secure us some... Good. Someone's running above me. Don't have contacts, but I can hear that. Oh, and it's just snap back to me selling those 2 contacts we had for like 20,000 rubles each to Ragman. Oh, I feel like an idiot now. Yeah, well, that tag is definitely wrong. Get rid of that. It's not 995 in there, let me tell you. Up and in. This is by idea. It's so dark in this mall. What the hell is going on? Gamers? Let's check the mannequins for cowboy hats. Don't have the Emacom key, unfortunately. Get the syringe we need, but I can get the other one so long from Mantis, so at least that's done. Just makes the future raids a bit more flexible. Don't see anything right now, chat. There's always scavs down there, right? Oh, SJ6 is wearing off. It got us far. Got us into this mall real quick. Is it a war crime to nuke Canada? Yes. The use of nuclear weapons is always prohibited. In fact, actually, that's not entirely true. There's one exception, and I won't even get into it because it makes me so upset. Because the ICJ were cowards. It's probably the only opinion of theirs I just fundamentally disagree with. But I don't want. It gets me all heated. I don't want to get into it right now. Talk about that some other time. Okay, meds. Meds is good. You need to keep getting meds, people. Meds. Pills, that's not meds. More meds is more goods. A syringe, hey! Okay, we need blood sets, though. Not syringes. If I remember correctly, which I probably don't. We will get that barter trade. Ophthalmoscope, fun. Good money, too. Liar. What's the one exception you can use nuclear weapons? Ah, fine. Fine. Twist my arm, why don't you? So, I can't remember when it was. I think it was it was either the early 2000s or the really late 90s. But the International Court of Justice, or the ICJ, laid down a ruling that said that the use of thermonuclear weapons is always unlawful because it can only ever hurt people it's not supposed to, right? One of the fundamental provisions of IHL after distinction is proportionality and necessity. And also, it's never necessary to commit an indiscriminate attack, right? You always want your attacks to hit what they're supposed to and nothing else. That's their dream. The ICJ then went on to say that nukes are always illegal for this reason. Never fine to use them unless you kind of just feel like it. Unless you kind of feel threatened. Because the exception they created was nukes are always illegal unless there is an imminent, what was it? In situations of extreme self-defense was the response. And how absolutely everyone with a nuke interpreted that is, oh, so if people with nukes are pointing nukes at me and I think they're going to launch them, I can defend myself before they do, right? And the ICJ went, I don't know, work it out when it happens. That was their response. The supreme legal opinion, a legal infrastructure of the UN kind of just went, I figure, I guess, why not? Have fun with it. And it has upset me deeply. Exactly. Dog shit opinion, Tristan. So yeah, you can't use nukes. No. Never, never, never. Nukes are always bad unless you really want to. Special little boy. You get to use a nuke if you want to use the nuke. It's okay. Are you feeling scared? Kill him. Kill him all. Kill the children. Kill the woman. Kill him all. That's what the ICJ basically said. And maybe you can sense some animosity coming off me for that take. I think it's so stupid. I think it's insane. It's called the Nuclear Weapons Advisory Opinion. I think. Might be advisory judgment. I can't remember. They've got different terminology than normal courts, but they're. I think it's if you're interested in this kind of stuff, it's worth looking at. It's very long, but there are media briefings that break it down for you, and their ideas are just fucking insane, dude. Like honestly, like what? Who the hell? And it's probably the most. See, I'm getting heat. I warned you. It's probably the most widely critiqued, and then that critique being agreed upon ICJ judgment of all of them. People are typically pretty pro. Like, okay, well, that's not the best choice, but, maybe they were onto something here or that. No, this one is just like universally, everyone except governments with nukes is like, what the actual fuck is this? Which, let me tell you, in IHL is pretty rare sight to see anyone agreeing on anything. And I mean, I suppose I should preface that too. Like, you guys gotta understand. What I say, I present what I believe to be the correct interpretation as fact, because it's my interpretation, and it's also my job to present things that I believe as fact. But that doesn't necessarily mean that there's like an international agreement. Like some of the stuff I say, you'll get American lawyers who will be like, what is he talking about? This man knows nothing about the law. You'll get Canadian lawyers who'll be like, what the hell is he talking about? He's never read a book in his damn life. And that's going to keep happening because it's fundamentally an interpretive exercise, and my interpretations are going to differ from other people's. I tend to take a pretty strict line where does this hurt civilians? Yes, then you're not allowed to do it, which I know not a lot of people like. They like hurting civilians, but only when it benefits their government. Oh, Tetris. And that's not like I'm better than them kind of situation. It's like I don't see the point in this whole exercise if we just kind of make compromise all the time. Like, what's the point of regulating conflict if you don't, then go and actually regulate the conflict? Hot take, I know. And you'll get a lot. What I find quite often actually is, if I'm on like an online forum or something having one of these discussions, I get a lot of pushback from soldiers because they are taught their country's interpretation of the law. And like I said, there is not necessarily one correct interpretation. There's just my interpretation versus others. But in my opinion, the interpretation of countries typically is very much in favor of using force as much and as often as possible. With a few very major exceptions who kind of get off on looking like the world's good guys, like Switzerland or Canada. Roll. I think that might have been killer. It was not killer. I'd be dead. Kind of him to stand still for me like that, wasn't it? That killer? Oh! Somebody's coming. Okay, yeah, you go that way. That's fine. Fine by me. You keep moving, son. Ooh, that's fun. I need everything here, though. Could take the mags to make another 60 rounder. I gotta go. They're doing the test still. Cheers, man. he doesn't want to talk about it. Thank you, Tristan. Thank you. It gets me real worked up, man. I'm sorry to the YouTube VODs who had to sit through that. There's been a fucking lecture on IHL this past couple episodes. I don't know what we're on now because I can't pause the recording. But what a journey. What a journey it's been, huh? Alright, let's get out of here. Power's gonna go off in 15 minutes. I need to reset. Let's get out. Let's get unloaded. What is my extracts? Emercom? Cool, we gotta go this way. We gotta go this way. Ba-da-bum-bum. Out of interest, did that cotton beanie actually take damage? Oh, they don't have. They used to have an armor rating on it, which I always thought was quite funny. Herring. They must eat the herring. Show me use, please. Use me? Use me, daddy? Magnet me? Our battery me. Hey, now we're playing. Okay, go. Go, go. Go, go. 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 Get out of here. Go. 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 Take. Go. Take. Go. Take. Done. Okay, now we get out. That gets us vents. That gets us vents. Bye, couch. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Really cool of you. 34mm scope mount is kind of good. Oh, cowboy hat. That's needed. Okay. Go. Take. This is not the 12 gauge adapter we need. Fuck. Search on that. I do want this scope mount. Also, give me a reload. Where'd it go? Sir? Magazine? My magazine? My magazine? This again? Oh. That's the motor. You know what, fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. It was meant to be. It's gone now. There were a few rounds of 8.55 in there, I don't care. It's gone. This is where we killed Killer. Right over there in front. Let's try not to repeat that. Well, I mean, let's definitely repeat that if he comes for me. Love to get the armor back. Not that it did anything for us. Got one tapped in the friggin' head. Point blank range. Okay, car batteries got us in the red line. Love to see it. Love to see it. All the places to find one. A duffel bag is not where I expected it. It only mounts high-powered optics? Yeah, I know. I need one for gunsmith, and I'm not certain if I have it. That's the thing. Otherwise, I wouldn't take it, Knee Cruncher. Yeah, it's only for, like, the super long-range stuff, which we're probably never going to use. I don't even use that in my normal game. Tarky. I suppose that's what we if I want to stream tomorrow, we could either do some more Star Sector, that was a lot of fun, something different, or we could just play on my main account. Do some, like, viewer raids and stuff. Because maybe I can get the tunneling to work a bit better. I can try and see if I can get under 120 ping to the US, then maybe it's an option. I think it might just be too far. Like, I think physically it's just not possible. Also, could you just, like, come out there so I stop picking shit up? Thank you. There's a barter for propane? Really? Okay. I'm sold. I am sold. We have propanes. Yeah, that's easy enough to get. Then I'd rather not lose another mag. Dude, this gun, the mags are cursed. I'm convinced. Oh, there's the propane right there. Don't think I'm dropping a motor for propane. Although at this point we're so heavy anyway. Maybe I do drop a motor for propane? Because propane is armor. I think I drop a motor for propane. Breathing Simulator 2022. Hope you guys are enjoying. Like, it's just, we need it for the DVL, I think, right? And it's just so far away that we're going to need an Actar scope mount. I don't even think we have the Actar scope. Kick tape is a gimme. We might have needed that relay. We definitely need the nails. I want to get the shooting range done. Just for completionism, to be honest. Oh, I thought it was contacts. I got excited. That behind. Walking, 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 walking. What? We walk, walk. You can barter for the mount and the sight you need? Really? Really? From Jaeger level 2? Really? Okay. Okay. Like I said, dude, my gunsmith knowledge is definitely, of all my tasks, gunsmith's the weakest. I know the first 3, like the back of my hand. The rest of them, no fucking clue. This is going to be a little spicy, boys. Here. I think he ran down the ramp. Yeah. Oh, no word of a lie. You little hunts. Found the scav. We nearly just got headbanged there. Oh, that was close. 214. Oh, it's not the 180, 203. Damn it. And grizzly slugs? I will actually take grizzly slugs. Learning my lessons. Aren't you proud of me, chat? Aren't you proud of me? Say you're proud of me! Okay, there's another one down there. Can I fit that other rig? Yes, if I get rid of this. That's worth doing. I'm gonna squeeze in every frickin' drop. Alright? I'm getting it all. This stupid? Yeah, probably. Look at that. Even more room for activities. Okay, so he must have run to the left, I would assume. Probably down here. Head eyes incoming. 3, 2, 1. Okay, hopefully no god scavs. They are becoming an increasingly frequent sight. And we'll take Old Faithful. The only safe route out. Along the road. No! We nearly got plinked there, man. But we're good. But we good. But we Gucci. You know what? I'm feeling so confident I'm about to turn on the music. But no, let's move it. Let's just keep it moving. Keep the schmovement high. You guys know the schmovement? Schmovement? It's the slick ass movement. That straight sussy movement. The schmovement. When your favorite streamer just somehow does something that doesn't quite compute, that's the schmovement right there. Okay? For me, example, me becoming a quadrupedal grazing animal, you know, an ungulate. That's that schmovement right there. Nom 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 nom. Eat the grass. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Yummy, yummy, chummy, chummy in my tummy. Come on, keep moving. Keep moving. Yum. Yum. Yeah, the meds are definitely starting to wear off. My back hurts. My brain hurts. My eyes hurt. I'm kind of just falling apart as a person. I don't like COVID. But we're out. We're actually out. And we got the Wi-Fi camera placed down. And we got the syringe. Remind me to turn that in, because I've already forgotten. Okay. Largely Unemployed is out. And about. Baby. 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 What level was that? Level 28 we're pushing? God damn, son. Right away, before I forget, turn that in. Okay. And then an informed means arm should have one subtask checked. Yes, so customs and woods for the next ones. Alright, Interchange has been surprisingly good to us, considering how much of a garbage place it is. I know we can use all this. I'm going to turn that in. We're going to go collect our corrugated hose. We're going to start the vents craft, which will give us heating 2, as well as, well, heating 3, I think, yeah. As well as workstation. So we'll have that next time we stream. We'll have workbench. Yeah, all we need is, we need illumination. 3 more light bulbs. So was this what was locked behind? Generator? Oh, it's generator. Generator. There we go. Vents 2. So we can send that immediately. This is Jenny 2, workbench 2, and we just need the helixes, so we can start picking those up. And this will be Jenny 2. Okay, cool. So we got like a big old snowball. I'll probably do a lot of that off camera, just so we cut out the loading times. Let's turn in that cowboy hat right away. Turn that in. And mechanic 2. Okay. Okay. Oh, we need 20 for this. Well, I mean, we haven't got the frickin' rep for mechanic 2, even if we wanted it. We might genuinely get him done on dailies at this point. Oh shit, that was the 3 light bulbs we needed. I thought it counted the ones in my butt. It does not. Upgraded. Illumination is now ready to rock. Which makes me think that... Let's collect the lavatory. And you know what? Start... oh, I needed 1 more of those. Unless... Oh, let's first do the bandages, because that's been... Yeah, that's been hurting for a while. Okay, start the bandage craft. We're now making bandages. Put the tube away. We'll make more tubes in the future. I'm probably going to do a lot of this just off camera. There's another one of the med tools we need. Another green bat. That's great. Nails, kick tape. Keep the grizzlies. Grizzlies are nice for those wood shotgun kill quests. Unload this. I think this might be one of the copyrighted songs. Install that mag. Thank you. And you can probably just get sold. Hey. Hey. I don't think we finished any tasks in this episode, But we did get a lot done. We've made a lot of progress on the hideout, which is amazing. So our crafts are getting better and better. And they're already starting to pay off already. Thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. I'm going to call that a night. I'm very tired. I'll let you know on the Discord server soon if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. So if you're not on there, please join it so that you get notifications when I go live. And until then, cheers. And of course, a special thank you to our channel members and Patreons for this month. Kelly Ananas, Call Me Bo82, Old Man Tater, Sir Tristan H, Knee Cruncher, Riley David, LCG Canyon Sahar, The Senate, Couch Potato, The Senate again, Charlie Weber, Mermix, Officer C4, and Red Raven Gaming.